Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges. Take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you. Look forward to the blessings, and even be able to dodge some things that might be coming your way. Now, as you guys know, or some of you may know, the newsletter, Mental Chatter Musings newsletter, has changed to interactive. So it is no longer written. If you go to Facebook, to All Things E-Ray, that is the group for Mental Chatter Musings interactive newsletter, where you can find your horoscopes, you can learn astrology, or tips and resources for astrology, literary tips and resources, healing tips and resources, the updated or current news maybe going on in the literary industry, and things like that. There's plenty of things that actually come through the newsletter, and with it now being interactive, you have a closer connection to me, I'll say that, and you learn a lot more. Now, this week we have several things going on. As always, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting. If you'd like to participate in Freestyle Friday, just contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. Every Monday and Friday, you can live an intentional life with LaJill Hunt and the crew, where you can talk about your intentions and things like that, so you can help bring your things that you are wanting to bring into fruition, into manifestation, or you're able to manifest those things. So it's a wonderful group that keeps you basically encouraged, and helps you to connect to the inner self. So it's a great group. You can check them out Monday and Friday at 8:30 a.m. through 11 a.m. Let's see, next week this week, we also have on Thursday a book discussion with Diamond's World, where Kima B will be discussing The Free Game. So if you have read The Free Game, or even if you haven't and you plan on reading it, you might want to join the in-depth discussion, just as long as you're not opposed to hearing spoilers. And last but not least, you can always check out Murder, Mayhem, and Mysteries every Saturday at typically at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they discuss things all murder, mayhem, and mysteries. Stop by and check it out. Now, let's go ahead and get into our astrology, and following will be the tarot portion of your reading. Thank you so much. Let's get it started. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your tarot, of your weekly reading for the week of October 10th, 2021. Now, being that we're already into Monday, I want to start off with the transition of Saturn going direct that happened on Sunday. Now, Saturn, the planet of restrictions, responsibility, and karma, it went direct today, or yesterday, Sunday, at 6 degrees Aquarius. Now, with it going direct, there are several things you are going to want to pay attention to. Right now it's at 6 degrees, so it's affecting those with placements between 3 and 9 degrees. But it's going to continue to move through Aquarius. It's going to be there even next year. Now, for the rest of this year, we have Jupiter there with Saturn in Aquarius. On the December the 28th, it's going to leave. So we need to take advantage as much as we can, and for you, take advantage of the luck that you get in communication with siblings, with your networks of people, your neighbors, neighborhoods. I would even say during short distance travel. That's, a blessing, because next year, communication is going to get a little strained. Communication is going to impose some restrictions on you, some responsibilities on you. Siblings are as well. Your networks of people are. Your neighbors are. Communities are. They're going to want to impose more restrictions and responsibilities on you. Now, while we have Saturn here in Aquarius, the blessings that you could see as it moves about have to do with communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. Blessings will be through friends and social groups. You'll be accomplishing goals through your relationships. You'll have assistance and opportunities through your Sagittarius and your Taurus and your Aries placements, which means romance, creative endeavors, and children. You have assistance within your networks of people, with siblings and with neighbors and things like that. You have assistance with your children. You have assistance with your creative works. You have offers to go out and have fun with a lover, a child, or someone within a creative endeavor. You even have love offers around you, around your neighborhood and networks of people that find you attractive. Now, the only thing you really need to worry about, or not really worry, but the friction aspecting you, is behind the scenes with secret sacrifice and solitude, and work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So that being said, arguments with maybe people at work, people you are of service to, word about health that's not, too exciting. But Jupiter's here, so I think everything will be okay. Now, next year, you're going to have to make sure you work on that. So work on your health as much as you can this year, so that next year you don't really have to worry too much about that when Jupiter's not there. Now, people gossiping about you behind the scenes is something that's huge going on right now. Now, just be mindful that when Mars... See, right now Mars is in Libra, but it's going to move into Scorpio. And when it does move into Scorpio, it's going to be over there squaring your communication, your networks of people, short distance travel, siblings. So you can find yourself not only being gossiped about or lied about or talked about, but you can also find that you'll have more restrictions and responsibilities put on you behind the scenes, that you're going to have to work in your solitude. You'll find you'll have to work in your solitude more. Now, all of this is going to bring you lucky opportunities, especially with Jupiter here. So get your work in, It'll shock you. Some of the people in your networks of people that you find out are gossiping about you or opposing you altogether, opposing you being of service to others, opposing communication at work, wanting to disagree with you or argue with you or things like that. You have those things aspecting because of Saturn going direct. So it's going to impose more restrictions and responsibilities on you across the board. Anyway, for all of us, it's doing that. But for you, those are the areas that it's doing that in. Now, that being said, let's talk about the single transits for the week. Now, on October the 11th, on Monday, Libra at 18 degrees. The sun in Libra at 18 degrees basically tells us that our ambitions, our talents, our hard work could see something offered to us. So we should take that opportunity to take the lead. We're taking the lead. You are taking the lead in the sector of Libra. friends, goals, and social groups. If you have any placements between 15 and 21 degrees, something could be offered to you to take the lead. It could be because of what you think and preach, your education and skills. Long distance travel, because Leo is one of your areas of opportunities and assistance as it pertains to goals, friends, and social groups. So if you have any placements in Leo between 15 and 21 degrees, you could very well be seeing that on Monday. Now in the afternoon, the moon in Capricorn, your sector of money and personal finances at 2 degrees, will aspect the North Node in Gemini. Now, if you have any placements between 0 and 5 degrees, Capricorn and Gemini, then this will aspect you. You could be making some sort of money that's helping you to move along to your highest aspirations, money through a career relationship that forges you forward to your highest aspirations. Now, this is if you have any placements within 0 to 5 degrees of Capricorn or Gemini. Now, on Tuesday, the Sun in Libra at 19 degrees says to continue to be wise, peaceful, and humble, because you're protected by a higher power, whether it's in the energetic realm, spiritual realm, or whether it's by a colleague, or not really a colleague, like a boss or a higher up. If you have placements between 16 and 22 degrees of Libra, then you can expect that protection around you. In fact, protection is a blessing. So I'd say if you have any aspects in even Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius between 16 and 22 degrees, you could be being protected. Now, the Sun in Libra at 19 degrees will sextile Juno in your sign at 19 degrees. So opportunities and assistance through a partnership is aspected. But it could require some sort of commitment or marriage or partnership. This is about friends, goals, and social group, and the commitments you have with them and them with you. You're going to forge some partnerships that are going to lend you assistance and opportunity to help you accomplish goals, to help you expand your reach. Now on Tuesday, there are going to be a few clashes though. Now the moon in Capricorn is going to clash with Mercury at 13 degrees, with the Sun in Libra at 19 degrees, and even with Mars in Libra at 18 degrees. Around 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you'll still see those clashes. So for you, this is going to be about long distance travel, this is going to be about friends, goals, and social groups as it pertains to your money and your resources. Blockages in communication. You having to put more effort in with your friends and social groups to accomplish goals, or people blocking your path so that you aren't, so that you don't make the monetary resources that you need, or the personal resources that you need. People are going to be trying to block you on that day, on Tuesday. So, you kind of want to be watching out for that. You're going to have to put in a little extra energy, put some elbow grease on that communication so that you can accomplish these goals. Now on Wednesday the 13th, the Sun is in Libra at 20 degrees, and it says dishonesty doesn't bode well for you on that day in particular. It doesn't bode well for you anyway, but for anybody, but in particular on that day, because you could be outed for lying or gossiping. Now, if you have placements in Libra between 17 and 23 degrees, I'd expect if you were lying or gossiping, it would come out in your sectors of Capricorn or Cancer, because those are the areas that square that area. So see if you have any placements in Capricorn or Cancer between, I'd say, 17 and 23 degrees. Now, this would be about money and resources, because it squares personal finances and resources, and it squares shared finances, sex, intimacy, things you're passionate about, and things like that. So friends, goals, and social groups is kind of squaring that angle. So if you are not on the up and up about things you're passionate about finances, about endings, new beginnings, sex and intimacy even. You could be outed on that day. Now, if you have moved past this type of behavior, you can earn the respect of your colleagues, actually. So it's not all bad. At this angle, you can earn the respect of your colleagues if you're not out there being untruthful or gossiping. Now, also on Wednesday, Saturn at 6 degrees is going to sextile Venus and Sagittarius at 6 degrees. So restrictions and responsibilities can help you to generate some sort of money, or you might wind up having a good time, or this could even be about a romance because Venus is there. Okay. This is where you're going to want to, this is where restrictions and responsibilities might be placed on you in the area of communication, siblings, your networks of people. But it turns out to be a good time for you. Maybe you get an offer to go out with your sibling, but your sibling wants you to pick them up. That's the restriction or responsibility on you. What if you are, it could be something like a neighbor needs you to assist them, with something in the yard or something, but they're going to pay you. It could be you're having some type of fun or making some type of money through siblings, communication, your networks of people, neighbors, even during short distance travel. You might have to travel a short distance to garner these money or resources that might be aspecting you. All right. Or this lover or these good times to go out and have fun. That's on Wednesday. So just make sure that you, hey, have fun. Venus is there. Just, try not to overdo it. But it's going to be some restriction or responsibility placed on you to have this fun, this goodness, or this money. Now on Thursday, the sun in Libra at 21 degrees says, don't let everything be known. Use your discernment in these matters, lest you'll be taken for a ride. You'll be taken advantage of in the area of friends, goals, and social groups. Sometimes you have to keep your good news to yourself because you could have people trying to take advantage of you over money and over things that you're passionate about. This squares your areas of Capricorn or Cancer. So if you are taken advantage of, it will probably come from those areas. So if you have any placements between 18 and 24 degrees of Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra, you can kind of expect someone to kind of be trying to take advantage of you with money or sex or even intimacy, any of those avenues. Now, the moon in Aquarius at 10 degrees will sextile Chiron in Aries at 10 degrees as well. This is healing you through assistance and opportunity, and this could see a goal accomplished for you. So your area of communication, siblings, your networks of people, neighbors, short distance travel, it's lending you opportunities and assistance through your or under the guise of romance, creative endeavors, and children. That being said, you could get an offer to hang out or go out on the town and have fun with your lover, your child, or someone within a creative endeavor. And that creates healing through the relationship with your child, with that person you're going on hanging out with, or even your lover. It could even be a neighbor. But you're being offered this, and this is healing. This could be healing a sibling. This could be healing. Maybe your sibling is going to babysit for you, and you were, at odds with your sibling before, but you babysitting for them or them babysitting for you heals your relationship. Okay? It could be something like that as well. Either way, healing is aspected for romance, creative endeavors, and children. Now, Ceres and Gemini at 12 degrees is going to trine the moon in Aquarius at 12 degrees. So this is a blessing coming because of the past nurturing you've been doing in the area of relationships. This blessing is well deserved. It could be a goal accomplished through friends and social groups, your networks of people, a sibling, neighbors, any of that, because you've been putting in the hard work in those areas, and some blessing is going to show bear fruit for you if you have any placements in Gemini or Aquarius between 9 and 15 degrees. And even though Vesta in Scorpio is squaring the moon in Aquarius at 12 degrees, aspecting that 9 to 15 degrees of Scorpio or Aquarius, it's still noting, well, even though there's a square there, noting some type of promise or commitment or devotion required to be kept. Jupiter's there. So I just don't see it as a real problem. It's still some type of lucky assistance or opportunities, that's sitting there aspected for you. Even with that commitment you have to keep, it's going to bear some fruit for you. So if you have to work in your solitude, if you have to, you know, work behind the scenes and keep things secret, or maybe a secret is told to you behind the scenes. This is about secrets, sacrifice, solitude, spirituality. Even though you have to make a sacrifice or maybe work in your solitude, it's still going to bring you some sort of blessing for you putting in that work. Just be mindful of your propensity to make snap decisions in the area of Taurus, because Lilith and Uranus are there. So that's your knee-jerk reactions, your primal instincts for you to suddenly do something. It's squaring communication. Watch what you say. It's squaring your siblings. It's squaring your networks of people. It's squaring your neighbors. It's squaring short distance travel. Watch your actions and your words. If you have placements in Taurus or Aquarius between, I'd say 10 and 16 degrees, you don't want to act too hastily. Okay? Beware of that. Especially, like I said, with the siblings, with neighbors, with during short distance travel. Please don't go out there arguing with people, jerking the wheel while you're driving because of road rage, or you're mad or upset, and you just stay calm, be careful. Don't make any snap decisions on Thursday, okay? Now, the sun at 21 degrees Libra is also aspecting Neptune and Pisces at 21 degrees. And for you, this is about dreams, inspiration, your talents. Even Pallas is there at 10 degrees, noting creative talents. Now, you could get some intuitive hits about something within a partnership that has to do with friends or a goal you're trying to accomplish, maybe even within social groups. It has to do with home and family as well. So your talents you have in a home-based business, your natural instincts or intuition, maybe dreams that you have. Maybe you dream up a goal. Maybe you dream up how to work through the challenges you're facing with friends and social groups so that you accomplish your goal. This could actually work out for you if you're using your talents. Even though Mercury and Mars are in Libra, noting challenges in communication, with that Pisces aspecting, it could give you some intuitive hits about how to work through those, work through those challenges so that you can accomplish goals with friends and social groups. If you have any aspects between 18 and 24 degrees, this is aspecting you, as well as between 7 and 13 degrees of Libra or Pisces. All right. Now, on Friday in the wee hours of the morning, Friday is a nice day. In the wee hours of the morning, Mars in Libra at 19 degrees is trining the moon in Aquarius. So a challenge is going to bring you a blessing, a blessing by way of communication, coming in through a partnership, maybe a friend, someone in a social group, helping you to accomplish some sort of goal. That's a blessing. It could be a sibling, someone in your networks of people. It could have to do with neighbors or neighborhoods. Either way, there's some type of blessing coming through. You even have lucky assistance aspecting you, some type of opportunity coming through that area of siblings, communication, networks of people, short distance travel, your neighbors. Something is aspecting you, some type of lucky opportunities or assistance through friends and social groups to help you accomplish goals, especially if you have placements between 19 and I'd say 25 degrees. On Friday, if you have any placements between 16 and 25 degrees across the board in any of those air signs, it's looking great for you, because even Libra at 22 degrees, it talks about your talents and the arts, how they can prove fruitful for you. And you could be recognized and rewarded for your talents. Your wisdom in a particular field can go a long way. Okay, so if you have any placements between, like I said, that 16 and 25 degrees of Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, a partnership is really coming through for you. And goals can be accomplished if you have placements within those degrees. So, like I said, Friday is a good day. On Saturday, the Sun in Libra notes that you could find happiness in your accomplishments, but everybody's not going to. You got the green-eyed monster looking at you in the area of social groups, friends, and goals. If you have any placements in Libra between 20 and 26 degrees, you can expect someone in the background to be jealous of your money you're making, your things you're passionate about, putting blocks in your way, trying to anyway. Trying to withhold personal resources from you or use up your personal resources or your money because they know you have it. So, just stay away from people who mean good. Your areas of Capricorn and Cancer square that angle. So it could literally be a Capricorn or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, it doesn't have to be. They could just have an angle. It could be any sign, but they could have those angles in their chart and they're squaring you. So just be mindful of the evil eye on that day. Along with the evil eye, Venus and Sagittarius at 9 degrees will square the moon in Pisces. So for you, you could see yourself overdoing it in some way. Overdoing it, whether it's with purchasing things, whether it's with the food and drink, it's squaring Pisces at home and family. Maybe you're even at home just overdoing it, just be mindful of that square there. If you have any placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Sagittarius or Pisces. Now, communication is going to come in through a partnership right around 10 degrees of Libra. So if you have any placements in Libra between 7 and 13 degrees, or even Pisces between 7 and 13 degrees, some communication is going to come through. It could be challenging communication now as it pertains to home and family, as it pertains to a goal you're trying to accomplish. It could be a friend or someone within a social group contacting you. It could even be about a home-based business. So just be on the lookout for some sort of communication to come in about maybe even a home-based business or home and family and the goals you're trying to accomplish therein. Also on Saturday, Ceres in Gemini at 11 degrees is going to square the moon in Pisces at 11 degrees. So if you have placements in Gemini or Pisces between 11 and 14 degrees, the nurturing you're doing in this area needs to either be ramped up or, it's becoming too much to deal with. Something needs to be reevaluated as it pertains to a relationship you have in home and family. Okay, something is amiss there. The nurturing you are doing with this relationship has gone left, and you're seeing some type of challenges there. So you want to work on that. Now, some shocking assistance could come through once Pisces, the moon in Pisces, sextiles Uranus and Taurus at 13 degrees. If you have any aspects between 10 and 16 degrees of Taurus or Pisces, you can expect some type of offer of assistance or opportunity through home and family for you to be of service to someone else. Maybe even help them get to work, because it has to do with work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. And it would shock you who's allowing you to work for them, who's giving you this job, who you're able to be of service to. Okay, using your talents and your skills, because remember, Pallas is in Pisces as well as Neptune. So they might be asking you to use your gifts and talents to help them out, to be of service to them. And at the same time, you could get, okay, so that shocking opportunity comes in. Make sure if you are at home having a good time or drinking and stuff like that, you keep it, to a minimum, just in case someone calls you for some type of job offer or something like that. You want to be lucid when you're talking to someone about these kinds of things, okay? Now, at the same time, the moon in Pisces is trining Vesta and Scorpio. So this is noting some type of commitment or devotion or promise reaping some type of blessing behind the scenes in home and family. Secret sacrifice, solitude, spirituality. There's some blessing coming through in home and family. If you have any placements, around that 13-degree mark, 10 and 16 degrees or something like that. All right. So while you have some things, squaring on Saturday, you have opportunities if you have those placements between those degrees as well. So be looking out for that. Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. God bless you guys. Bye now. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with your weekly reading, the tarot portion anyway, for the week of October 10th, 2021. Now, first of all, your week is being permeated by the moon card. The moon card tells us under this Libra new moon, more is going to be illuminated as to the path you're going down. More is going to be shown and revealed. Now, there is a partnership aspecting you in some type of shocking new journey you're going on to change your world. A new business partnership. It could be a little new love partnership too. For some of you. For some of you it's business. For some of you it's love. But it's a new shocking, maybe even opportunity or a new chance. That's something new that you've never done that you're embarking on. Now you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups talks about creativity, listening to music, taking a grounded approach though to love, if it is love, because in order for it to flourish, you need to have some grounding. But this creative, beautiful energy is coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. So like the sky's the limit. It's positive, good news, success is aspected, good news is aspected, and it could be coming towards you fast, forging towards you quickly. You could also be a Libra, Air, Aquarius, or Gemini, Moon or Rising person. Or like I said, this could just be, and I see 333 on the clock, so you might want to look up that angel number and see what that message is for you. But you could be forging toward that. That's what I'm getting, because that card is usually like some type of red tape or fight, but I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you forging toward your Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. After more is being illuminated. Now you're cultivating your skills. You're looking at your investments, and you're crafting your skills where you felt lost or left out in the cold, or you're feeling out in the cold in some situation or a relationship or some type of poverty mindset. So you're looking at your investments, cultivating your skills, figuring out how you're going to bring this fortune in, this money in, into your situation. Now, on the challenge side, your challenge is you being vested in your own interests. Okay. Your challenge is, your interests and what you're vested in being aspected and bringing in some type of financial opportunity, some manifestation, some new job. Okay. Your challenge is you avoiding wasteful spending, whether it's you and a lover or you and a business partner. Something is going on to where you're going to have to value your own interest, because maybe this money offer isn't necessarily coming in yet, or this money isn't coming in yet, and you're spending and you're wondering, when is this money going to come through this partnership or to you and your lover? Well, you're at the end of the turmoil, the strife, the fights, or the tension, the defeat, the loss, because you got the 10 of swords there. And I just saw 333 again. You should definitely check that. I don't know how you saw 333 twice, but I'm hoping I didn't press the pause button, which I probably did. So anyway, I might have to start this over, because but I want to keep this. So your advice is is to be happy, to go for your wealth, to have mental clarity, to go for what you want. You know, you're going to be feeling the love. Feel the love in your heart, feel the compassion in your heart, and allow that love to grow and to bring you your wealth, your inheritance, your establishment. You know, this is about a happy marriage, happy children, financial benefits arising. You're being advised to open your heart and come out of worry, because these fights and stuff are over. It's your 10 of Pentacles is coming in, it's aspecting. You know, don't worry. So even if you're feeling that left out in the cold and you're having to cultivate your skills and look at investments because you feel some type of poverty mindset, more is being revealed. That partnership, you know, some shocking partnership, you're creating shocking new partnerships, okay? New journeys that are changing your world. So things are, you know, aspecting better, you know, for you. You know, it's just not fully illuminated. Just more is being illuminated, but it's not fully illuminated for you just yet. Okay? Everything is on divine timing. God bless you, and that's what I have for you this week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye now.